Happy Monday, guys. Lindsay Lombardi here with Find Your Freedom Fitness. And I wanted to talk today about finding your purpose because I know so many of us struggle with knowing our purpose in life and really understanding the why or the what or the how that we're supposed to show up in life and in the world and making an impact in some way. And but we're all put on this earth for a purpose. So last night I had the privilege to be a part of a call with an amazing motivator and personal trainer, Chris Downing. And if you don't know who he is, you soon will, or I would actually go follow him now because he's just an amazing person. And when we were talking about, we were asking what he wants to accomplish with serving people in the fitness industry. And guess what he said? So he didn't talk about, helping people lose weight or, finding their abs or, helping them with their nutrition. It wasn't anything about that. But instead, he said he wanted to help people find purpose in their life again. And it was like, he gets it, right? And it was something that I think I even needed to be reminded of at that moment. Because so many of us are just lost in life, right? We mindlessly, we're walking around searching for so many external things to help us find happiness, when really we have everything that we need in life, right? We're born with everything that we need, and we have the ability to do whatever we want in life. So as a wellness coach, I oftentimes hear my clients mention that they feel like they don't have purpose, or they can't figure out what their purpose is in life, or their why. We always call it a why, right? Like why it is that we want something, that we do something, and it's deeper than just what we think what we really say it is. There's all these other real reasons is why we want something in life. Because if we want something big in life, like I said, we just don't go mindlessly around trying to get somewhere. Instead, we have to have a purpose and a plan. So I wanted to go over some of easy, simple ways to identify your purpose, because I know this is where a lot of people get stuck. So first off, know that it's okay that you don't know what your purpose is. Most of us really have a hard time identifying this, mainly because we expect to have this one huge perfect purpose in life, and that's not the case, and I'll go over that a little bit more. So you need to just give yourself a little opening there for just being open-minded to going through a series of tasks to figure this out. Number 2 is looking at what inspires you, what makes you the happiest, right? Start there. It can be something that you're naturally good at, but most oftentimes it's something that you're not naturally the best at. Maybe it's something that you're not the greatest in, but you just love it, right? So that can actually become more of a challenge for you, which is really awesome. Number 3, know that it can change, right? That, as we change and evolve, our purpose tends to change and evolve. And like I said before, it's not just one individual purpose, but many. So sometimes we start to realize as things are changing, our purpose is changing, our life might be changing a little bit, we go through different seasons in life, and all of that can help our purpose evolve or take on different other purposes as we go along, that it's not just one thing, but it can often be many things. Number 4, just start doing something, right? Start living, not just reading about finding your purpose, right? We can all go buy a book on finding our purpose, but if we don't actually get out into the world and try things out, we won't know if if we're on the right path, right? So just get out there and start experimenting and experiencing life in order to find out what is your purpose. I'll give you a brief example. I don't want to get too far into this because you're probably not here to hear about my story. But it's a good example. Like when I was little, I always said I wanted to be a nutritionist, right? And along the way somewhere, I just let other, maybe other people's opinions or their guidance kind of interfere where I kind of knew in my heart what I'd always been passionate about or what had interested me or whatever it may be. I just let other things kind of get in the way of all of that. And as an adult, it took me until I was, almost 30 years old to decide that, to really pinpoint and focus on what I really thought my true purpose was. And it wasn't until I took a risk, right, in really getting involved in really wanting to work on my own wellness, taking that risk is what really allowed me to find my purpose. So if I hadn't taken on something for myself, I probably wouldn't have found what it is that I think I'm here for the world, for other people, right? So I wanted to just share that story briefly. Number 5 is that I believe that if you don't want to talk yourself out of it by looking at all the bad and all the negative, right? Because like I said, that's what I did as a kid. You have to accept the imperfections and know that, you won't always be the best in pursuing your life's purpose, or it might not just come naturally to you. You might not have all the right answers right away. There might be a certain amount of experience and education and just going through some stuff yourself in order to figure it out. But enjoying those learning stages will help your purpose not only find your purpose, but also help it to evolve and shift into what truly matters most to you. So I have some homework. So what if you can grab, if you can't do it now, you can pause this and do it later, but grabbing a sheet of paper in your notebook, finding a quiet place, no interruptions, no one around, and write down all of the things that you envision yourself accomplishing before you die. I know, it can be a little bit emotional, right? Write down what kind of legacy do you want to leave to your family? How and whose life do you want to change or impact, and in what way, right? You can just keep writing all of your answers down for 10 to 15, 20 minutes even. You may have 20 items on your list. You may have 100 or 200 items. But once you have a list, you might even see some of these kind of have a similar theme, or you might be even repeating some of them. So those are the ones you really want to regroup, right? You want to take this list and regroup everything, especially the ones that you're realizing that they have this common theme, right? And you want to start to regroup all of these, and what main themes are you seeing? What main themes help also help you achieve some of the other ones? So you're going to start to see maybe you realize you have 7 main themes in all of your in all of these ideas that you're spilling out onto this paper, but one of these will kind of help you accomplish the rest. That's where you really start to realize you're onto something right there. The other thing is this can be emotional. So if any of them actually make you a little bit teary-eyed or emotional, again, that's where you want to start. That's where you want to really, I like to say, really start to unpeel the onion and start to think about why that's really making you a little bit emotional. So anyway, I hope you guys have found this helpful. I hope you start there. Let me know what you're finding. I want to hear from you guys, what if you have found this to be helpful in some way, and like a simple task to help you figure out, because I know that people need help identifying this. I can't tell you how many people that I talk to that just feel like, I have no idea what my why is, what my purpose is, what I'm meant to do. Because again, I think we just put too much on ourselves and try to, like, we think we're supposed to have this like one single perfect answer that fits into this box, when in reality, like, that's not how life works in any which way. And it's really so much bigger, and sometimes maybe like a more broadened approach to that. So I want to hear from you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'd love to hear from each of you. Have a great Monday.